Welcome once again to my channel. This is a different kind of a video today. This is not a lecture video, but today I am in conversation with a very important person to the institute, that is Nirmala Institute of Education. Now, as most of you all know, I am a teacher educator, but my colleague who is in conversation with me today is not a teacher trainer, but he is the coordinator of the master's program, which is aptly titled as MA in Wellness Counseling. Let's welcome him today, and let's get to know a little more about him and also the course that the college offers. So welcome, Brian.
Thank you, Alicia.
So
It's nice to be here.
Here we have Mr. Brian Pacheco. And to begin with, could we please know a little about the founder of this program and then the vision of this master's program, as we call it?
Yeah, so the program, that is MA Wellness Counseling, was started by Father Romuald de Souza in 2015 in Nirmala Institute.
Okay.
So the thing is, when he was starting this program, there were already programs in psychology that were currently available in the state. But what he felt was like most of these programs tend to lean towards pathology. They tend to look at what is wrong with people. And, the approach is kind of how can we take a person and repair them or fix them. And what he felt is this is some approach which is kind of redundant today, in the sense that when we keep on treating people like there is something wrong with them and we are trying to repair them or fix them, that can be an extremely discouraging experience for the person who is the client, because it is like me telling you something is wrong with you, you need to be repaired or fixed.
Okay, so
right?
So you mean to say that was more focused on problems or other issues?
Yes, on pathology.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he decided this was something that he wanted to put out, wherein he looked at in the current developments in psychology, and more specifically in positive psychology, wherein the focus was more on how can we look at a person's strengths rather than their weaknesses, right? So if a person comes in with an issue, you're not just focused on that issue and focus on what is wrong with that person and how they're doing things wrong, but you're also trying to identify what is unique and what is a strength in this particular person, and you're helping them develop those strengths. So even if you look at research findings on this kind of an approach, you'll find that clients tend to stick into therapy when they are shown their strengths, and when they are helped see that and help develop those strengths, they are more likely to stick within therapy.
Yes.
Yeah, as opposed to dropping out.
So it's more focused on the positives of a person, and I think that's why it's called wellness. It's, I think, what is it? Wellness psychology with a approach on positive psychology, right?
Yeah, wellness counseling with approach in positive psychology.
Okay.
So we are very much a strength based approach, which is, like I said, we help people identify what strengths they have and work on developing that. So what happens is, once a person has developed their strengths, those strengths work like buffers. So in the future, should they come across any problem or face any kind of issue, they can fall back on these strengths and use these strengths to actually navigate and come out of those issues and deal with them successfully.
Okay.
Right? So you're kind of equipping them with the skills they require for that.
Okay. Brian, moving forward, could you please share with me and the viewers what is the eligibility, to be able to get admissions for this master's program?
Right. To be eligible for the program, one needs to have a bachelor's degree. Currently, the minimum percentage is set at 50% by the university. So now if you look at it, a lot of questions arise as to why are we not purely targeting only psychology students.
Okay.
So the idea behind this comes behind Father Romuald's idea that if a person wants to genuinely learn something new, they will do it. Right? And so the course is structured in such a manner that we take a person from a very elementary level of understanding psychology and human behavior and then build up their skills on counseling.
So should I say that one need not really be a psychology graduate? You need not do your BA in psychology to be doing this master's course?
That is correct. So you can be from any stream. In fact, we have past alumni which have come from commerce, from BBA backgrounds. Even we had people who have come from the MBBS or medical fields, and they have done well in the course. Because the idea behind this is that if you have the drive and if you have that kind of will to work hard enough to prepare to be a counselor, you can do it. Of course, we start at the base, so that is also taken care of.
Okay, okay. That's
Right.
really fantastic to know. Uh, Brian, could you also share a little upon, what are the papers or the subjects that you all specifically cover? Because, this is a different kind of a course, like how you said earlier. It's really new, or at least in Goa, I think this is the only course which is a master's program in positive or wellness psychology. So, what kind of papers or subjects do you all cover?
Right. So this program, like you said, it is the only program in Goa, but it is also the only program based in positive psychology in India currently.
Wow, okay, okay.
Right. When you're talking about the kind of subjects that we cover, first of all, in any normal counseling course, you will cover normal forms of therapy, whether it is, if you're talking about person-centered or REBT or CBT or reality therapy,
Right.
all of these therapies, those are already part of our course. But in addition to that, what we are doing is we are ensuring that people go with a positive psychology framework, with a strength-based framework, right? So we have papers that are also specifically designed in such a way that we are covering those areas as well. That you learn how to use a strength-based or skill-based approach to counseling,
Yeah.
and in that approach, we are also covering specific areas of counseling that a person might be looking for following their course. For example, if you're talking about marriage counseling or school
Oh,
counseling,
okay, okay,
yeah. So we're talking about different areas of counseling as well, such as
okay,
grief counseling and the others.
okay. So Brian, since the course I believe is very wholesome, what are the job prospects after one does this master's program at NI?
Right. So when you're talking about the job prospects, our students are eligible to be counselors in any field that they actually choose from. So whether it is you're talking about being a counselor in a school or a college or a hospital or an organization, even corporates for that matter. So the idea is that we are open to people wanting to work in any of these areas. So what we do is we train them, first of all, in the basics of counseling, and then they go out for an internship. So this internship is not something that we decide for them. So
Okay,
they choose the area that they would like to work in. That is their future career goals. With that in mind, they will choose an organization where they will intern.
I see.
And yeah, so that is where we are supervising their internship. So we make sure that they progress well within whatever organization they go into. So currently, we do have counselors who are like in Goa itself. We're talking about people who have been employed by the GEDC in schools,
Oh,
by the DHE in colleges. We have people working in rehab centers, NGOs. We have also people who have started up their own organizations and their own startups,
so
so
like
per se.
freelance counselors, you mean to say?
Yeah, like their own setups
Okay,
in that sense.
okay.
Yeah.
Could you tell us a little about the design of the program, as in, if you could share information about the instructional days, a little bit about the internship, so that students really get a picture of what this course is really like whilst they are doing it.
Yeah. So the program per se is a 2-year master's program, like any other master's program. Follow what is called the trimester system rather than the semester system,
Okay.
and so we are made up of a total of 7 trimesters, uh, of which 4 trimesters are dedicated to the core courses, which means that everybody has to cover these core courses, which basically cover the foundation that they require in terms of the counseling approaches, in terms of basic counseling skills, strength-based counseling, all these different approaches. And then you have the elective courses, which is something that they will pick based on their interest
Like
areas,
specializations. Okay.
specializations, right? So they will choose papers based on what career they are looking at for themselves in these elective papers. And then we have an entire trimester, which is 3 months, dedicated purely for the internship.
Okay.
Now, most places will offer you an internship of just about a month.
Yes.
And it's not guaranteed that this internship will be supervised per se. So here we make sure that the internship is supervised in the sense that the students who go out for their internship will report on a weekly basis to the mentors that they have, which is one of the faculty,
Okay.
with regard to the kind of cases that they have seen, the kind of difficulties they have faced. It gives a good opportunity also to provide them with feedback with regard to how they can improve things, what they need to do differently. They also are trained in conducting workshops and trainings as part of this internship itself. So they have to then at the end of it submit a report of their entire work and which is evaluated.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Brian. I know that this is a beautiful course. I just have one last question that goes out to you. What do you think is the personal benefit a student that would get from a course like this? I know that it is a fantastic course. In fact, I have even received feedback from your ex-students, and I really wanted to take time to do this video so that more people know about this course that is there. And even amidst the pandemic, I have heard that you all have done beautifully, with regards to your classes, even with regards to your internship. Just one last question. I just wanted you to share, with me and everybody watching this video, how do you think this course or, this master's degree in wellness counseling be helpful to people at a very personal level in their lives?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I actually missed speaking about this earlier. So the thing is, one thing that we very much believe as part of our program is nobody can be a good counselor unless they actually work on their own selves,
Yes.
right? And you have to, like each of us, whether we know it or not, has our own baggages. We have our own things that we have not dealt with.
Yeah.
So, as part of this program, we are not just working on training people in the theory and how to practice counseling, but we believe that first and foremost, the person has to work on their own selves.
It's like I
So, as
can't
part,
love you or somebody else if I don't love myself.
exactly, yeah. So, unless I have dealt with my own baggage and I've dealt with my own issues, I cannot go and help you out. And so, the program is designed in such a way, we design activities in such a way that there is a lot of self reflection going on.
I see.
There's a lot of questioning your own, your own beliefs about the world, your own beliefs about yourself. You're trying to evaluate these things, you're checking the validity of these things, and you're working through those issues. And it is a very intensive thing in that sense. You are going to have to do a lot of work on yourself, but I'm telling you, once you have done that, it is guaranteed that once you have dealt with those issues, you really are going to be in a position to not only work as a good counselor, but also as a person. You're going to be somebody who has, who will be much more capable of dealing with yourself, dealing with your emotions. The manner in which you deal with other people is going to be much well-rounded as opposed to just learning theory and going out and doing something.
Okay, all right. Brian, I really want to genuinely thank you for the time that you've taken out this evening, to share all of these details about the master's program in wellness counseling. And I just want to make your day. I want to tell you that an ex-student of yours told me that I entered the college as a different person, and I did this master's and I left the college as a different person, and of course the change was for the better, she said. So I think that should be like a huge compliment to you as a coordinator of this program there. And I wish you well and all your students well. I hope you all really bring marvels to the institution and become fantastic counselors in the years to come. Thank you again very much, Brian. Take care.
Yeah, thank you, Nisha. My pleasure.
So viewers, that was me in conversation with Brian Pacheco, PhD and coordinator at the Nirmala Institute of Education. He has been working tirelessly towards the promotion of this master's program in wellness counseling with a focus on positive psychology. If any of you all are interested to do your master's in psychology, please visit our college website. The link is going to be listed in the description box. And I hope that all of you all are doing well and stay safe.